Earth is breathtaking. Mountains that scrape the sky, oceans that stretch forever, jungles bursting with life. But beauty can be deceiving. Some of the most stunning spots on our planet are also the most lethal. These are not war zones or crime-ridden cities. These are places where nature itself is the threat, where venom drips, waters burn, and even the air seems to whisper, "Leave while you can." Today we're traveling safely from our screens to three of the deadliest places on Earth. An island where every step could be your last, a lake that turns life into stone, and a rainforest paradise that wants to eat you alive. Buckle up, it's going to get dangerous. Part 1, Snake Island. Off the coast of Brazil lies Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. And unlike most scary names, this one is 100% accurate. Step onto its shores and you're entering the most concentrated snake pit on the planet. It's home to thousands of golden lancehead vipers, a species so venomous it can liquefy flesh around a bite. Scientists estimate there's at least one snake every square meter. That's not just don't forget your boots, that's don't forget to rewrite your will. What makes the golden lancehead especially terrifying isn't just that it's venomous. Lots of snakes are. It's how venomous. Their venom evolved to be up to 5 times more potent than mainland pit vipers. Why? Because their primary prey is fast-moving seabirds. The venom has to work instantly, liquefying tissue and dropping the bird before it can fly away. For a human, that means a bite isn't just painful, it's catastrophic. Untreated, the toxins destroy blood cells, cause internal bleeding, and literally melt flesh around the wound. On an island where hospital help is hours away, one strike can be the end. Legend says fishermen who drifted too close never came back. Locals whisper about snakes dropping from trees like nature's most terrifying piñatas. It's so bad that the Brazilian government flat out banned visitors, except for carefully escorted scientific teams. And even they don't go alone. Researchers who get permission move like chess players. High boots, snake hooks, eyes on every branch. From a distance, it's all turquoise water and postcard cliffs. But Snake Island is paradise with a strict no sandals, no humans policy. The name Queimada comes from old attempts to burn the vegetation to clear the area, which worked about as well as you'd expect when your neighbors are thousands of highly irritable vipers. Snake Island isn't an adventure. It's an ecosystem that politely suggests you leave by never letting you arrive. The smartest way to visit is a zoom lens from a boat with the engine running. Part 2, Lake Natron. Now let's head to northern Tanzania, where the water looks like a mirror poured from the sky. Beautiful? Absolutely. Safe? Not even close. This is Lake Natron, a body of water so caustic it can mummify animals that touch it. With temperatures reaching 60 degrees Celsius and a pH as high as 10.5, this lake is less swimming hole and more industrial cleaning product. Birds that mistake its reflective surface for solid ground sometimes land and never take off again, their bodies preserved in eerie, statue-like forms. But here's the paradox. Thousands of lesser flamingos nest along its shores. They thrive where almost nothing else can. The very caustic chemistry that kills most animals creates a safe haven for them, keeping predators far away. It's like nature reserved this deadly lake just for them. The science behind Lake Natron's death water lies in its chemistry. Volcanic activity from nearby Oldoinho Lengai feeds the lake with sodium carbonate and other minerals, raising the alkalinity to extreme levels. With a pH between 9 and 10.5, the water is as caustic as ammonia or bleach. Add scorching surface temperatures that can hit 60 degrees Celsius, and you've got a liquid environment that literally burns flesh and eyes on contact. That's why animals that fall in don't just die, they calcify. The minerals harden around them, leaving their bodies eerily preserved, almost like statues carved in stone. And yet, in this caustic cauldron, flamingos raise chicks on crusted platforms predators won't cross. Nature's contradiction in pink. For humans, the hazards stack. Heat shimmer hides weak spots in the crust. Winds push caustic spray. Dehydration accelerates bad choices. Guides keep to the margins and watch the wind like sailors. Lake Natron is gorgeous from a respectful distance, but up close, it's the world's worst spa day. Steam, salt, and a chemical peel you do not want. Treat the red as a stop sign, not a photo filter. Part 3, Madidi National Park. Our last stop takes us to Bolivia's Madidi National Park. At first glance, it's paradise. Lush rainforest, brilliant butterflies, and more biodiversity than almost anywhere else on Earth. But step too far inside, and paradise quickly turns into a nightmare. Here, danger doesn't roar at you like a lion. It creeps, crawls, stings, and infects. The plants themselves are hostile. Brush the wrong leaf, and you could end up with rashes, hallucinations, or days of agony. Some thorns inject toxins, others break off under your skin, festering for weeks. The animals aren't much friendlier. Mosquitoes swarm thick enough to feel like rain, carrying malaria, dengue, and yellow fever. Parasites wait in the rivers, and spiders the size of dinner plates skitter through the undergrowth. Madidi doesn't need big predators to be deadly. The environment itself is the threat. Madidi doesn't need big predators to be deadly. The environment itself is the threat. Madidi's lethality is rooted in its sheer biological density. It holds over 8,000 documented plant species, many producing chemical defenses strong enough to harm humans. Touching the wrong tree can dose you with alkaloids that trigger hallucinations or alkali crystals that slice skin like glass. The insect life is just as unforgiving. Assassin bugs transmit parasites that can cause Chagas disease, which slowly damages the heart. Parasites in rivers like the dreaded Candiru can lodge inside the human body. Even fungi here aren't passive. Spores inhaled from rotting plants can infect the lungs. In Madidi, every living thing has a survival strategy, and most of them involve making you regret crossing paths. Veterans travel with indigenous guides, Takana, Quechua, who can read the forest the way others read street signs. Don't touch is less a rule than a lifestyle. Paradoxically, every do not touch leaf might hold a medicine cabinet. Alkaloids that tame pain, compounds that fight infection. Biodiversity means unknowns, cures and curses wearing the same shade of green. At night, the soundscape swells. Frog choirs, wing beats, something heavy changing its mind in the dark. You keep your boots on, your cuts covered, and your ego in your pocket. Madidi will reward humility with wonder and punish swagger with lessons you'll remember for the rest of your, hopefully, long life. From Snake Island's endless fangs to Lake Natron's stone-cold waters to the rainforest gauntlet of Madidi, Earth's deadliest places remind us of one thing. Beauty often comes with teeth. They are warnings carved into geography, proof that survival isn't always about strength, but about respect. Respect for nature's rules, its chemistry, its predators, and sometimes its silence. So the next time you see a breathtaking landscape photo online, ask yourself, is it paradise or is it waiting to kill you? Because history and nature both share the same truth. The most unbelievable stories are often the ones that are completely real. If you enjoyed this journey, hit subscribe and join our community of curious minds. We explore the strange, the dangerous, and the unbelievable. The parts of Earth and history that textbooks skip. So don't miss the next twist, because out here, survival is the best plot twist of all.